Have you ever felt like the weight of the world is on your shoulders? What if you could learn to rise above the hurt and pain that life throws your way? Imagine a day where nothing can touch your peace of mind. In a world filled with negativity and criticism, how do we protect ourselves from being hurt by others? These questions are not just thoughts. They are the keys to transforming your mindset. Consider a simple example. Think of a time when someone's words cut deep. Perhaps it was a friend or even a stranger. How did it feel? Now, picture yourself handling that moment differently, with a calm heart and a clear mind. This shift isn't just a dream. It's possible through the wisdom of Buddhism. Welcome to Wisdom Woven. Here, we explore how to build an unbreakable mindset that shields you from emotional pain. This video will take you on a journey through powerful Buddhist teachings that can change your life. You'll discover techniques to cultivate resilience and inner peace that will help you thrive, no matter the challenges you face. Before diving in, let's remember that while there are so many views on this channel, only 0.2% subscribed. So please like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. Your support means the world to us and helps us continue sharing this valuable wisdom. Now, let's embark on this enlightening journey. Get ready to unlock the secrets to a life where no one can hurt you. Understanding the nature of suffering. Life can sometimes feel like a storm, swirling with challenges and pain. But what if the way we view suffering is the key to finding peace? In Buddhism, suffering is seen as a natural part of life. Everyone experiences it, from small inconveniences to deep emotional wounds. Understanding this can help us transform our relationship with pain. The first step in this journey is recognizing that suffering often arises from our attachments. Think about it. When we hold tightly to people, things, or even our expectations, we set ourselves up for disappointment. For instance, imagine having a favorite toy as a child. If it breaks, the sadness can feel overwhelming. But what if you learn to enjoy it without clinging to it? This shift in perspective can lessen the pain when loss occurs. Buddhism teaches us that attachment leads to suffering. It's not the loss itself that causes pain, but our reaction to it. By practicing detachment, we can learn to appreciate what we have without fearing its loss. This doesn't mean we stop caring. Rather, we develop a healthier relationship with the things and people in our lives. Another important lesson is that suffering is often linked to desire. We desire things to be different than they are. Whether it's wanting a better job, a different relationship, or even just a sunny day. These desires can create a sense of dissatisfaction in our lives. When we learn to accept things as they are, we start to find contentment in the present moment. Imagine waking up on a rainy day. Instead of wishing for sunshine, you could embrace the rain, enjoying the fresh smell and the sound of droplets. This acceptance can bring a surprising sense of peace, allowing us to flow with life rather than fight against it. The Buddha also taught about the Four Noble Truths, which form the foundation of Buddhist philosophy. The first truth is that suffering exists. The second is that suffering arises from craving and attachment. The third truth tells us that it is possible to end suffering. Finally, the fourth truth is the path leading to the end of suffering. Understanding these truths can guide us toward a more fulfilling life. When we accept that suffering is a part of life, we begin to see it differently. Instead of viewing pain as something to avoid, we can see it as a teacher. Each challenge presents an opportunity for growth and learning. For example, a difficult breakup can teach us about resilience and self-love. In this way, suffering becomes a valuable part of our journey. To further understand suffering, mindfulness plays a crucial role. Mindfulness is the practice of being present in the moment, fully experiencing our thoughts and feelings without judgment. When we practice mindfulness, we learn to observe our suffering without getting swept away by it. This distance allows us to respond with clarity rather than react impulsively. Imagine sitting quietly for a few moments. Notice the thoughts that come and go, especially the ones about pain and suffering. Instead of trying to push them away, simply acknowledge them. I see you and it's okay. This practice creates a space between you and your suffering, enabling you to understand it better. Through mindfulness, we also learn to develop compassion, both for ourselves and for others. When we recognize our own suffering, we can empathize with the pain of others. This connection fosters a sense of community, reminding us that we are not alone in our struggles. Compassion helps to soften the harsh edges of suffering, allowing us to move forward with a gentle heart. Understanding the nature of suffering is not about becoming indifferent to pain. Instead, it's about embracing our experiences fully. We can appreciate joy and sorrow, light and darkness. This balance enriches our lives, helping us find beauty even in difficult times. As we journey deeper into the understanding of suffering, we begin to realize that it can be a catalyst for transformation. When we face our pain with courage, we often uncover strengths we didn't know we had. It's like a caterpillar in a cocoon, undergoing a profound transformation. The struggle is hard, but it leads to the emergence of something beautiful. Buddhism encourages us to cultivate this strength through practices like meditation. By quieting the mind, we create space for reflection. This inner stillness allows us to confront our suffering without fear. With time and practice, we become more resilient, better equipped to handle whatever life throws our way. Finally, understanding suffering leads us to the idea of impermanence. Everything in life is temporary: joy, pain, success, and failure. This realization helps us appreciate the present moment. When we accept that nothing lasts forever, we can let go of our attachments and fears. We learn to savor the sweetness of life without clinging to it. In essence, the journey of understanding suffering is about transformation. By recognizing its nature and embracing it, we find ourselves on a path toward deeper wisdom and inner peace. Each experience, whether joyful or painful, contributes to our growth. And as we navigate this journey, we discover that we hold the power to shape our responses to life's challenges. Embracing impermanence. Life is constantly changing. One moment you may feel happy, and the next, sadness may wash over you. This is the nature of existence. Everything is in a state of flux. In Buddhism, this idea is called impermanence. Understanding and embracing impermanence can be a powerful way to free ourselves from suffering. Imagine standing by a river. The water flows endlessly, never the same from one moment to the next. Just like that river, our emotions and experiences are constantly changing. By accepting this, we can learn not to cling to feelings or situations. If we hold on too tightly, we can end up feeling hurt when things inevitably change. Let's think about a time when you felt joyful. Perhaps it was a special day, maybe a celebration with friends or a personal achievement. That joy was wonderful, but eventually it faded. It's natural. If we try to cling to that moment, we might feel disappointed or sad when it's gone. But what if, instead, we celebrated that joy while it lasted and then let it go? This is the essence of embracing impermanence. By recognizing that everything, including our emotions, is temporary, we can reduce the fear of loss. When we accept that bad times will pass just as good times do, we find peace. This understanding allows us to experience life fully, without the weight of anxiety. If a difficult moment arises, we can remind ourselves, this too shall pass. Embracing impermanence also helps us appreciate the present moment. When we realize that nothing lasts forever, we can be more grateful for the experiences we have right now. This gratitude opens our hearts and minds, allowing us to savor life more deeply. Each moment becomes precious. Think about a flower blooming. It is beautiful, but it will eventually wilt. Instead of mourning its passing, we can admire its beauty while it lasts. The same goes for our relationships and experiences. Cherish them while they are here, knowing they are part of the natural cycle of life. In Buddhism, there is a practice called mindfulness, which encourages us to be fully present in each moment. When we are mindful, we can better observe our thoughts and feelings without judgment. This practice helps us understand that thoughts of joy or sadness are just passing clouds in the sky of our minds. By recognizing their temporary nature, we can learn to let them drift away. Let's explore how to incorporate this understanding into our daily lives. When you find yourself feeling overwhelmed or attached to a particular emotion, take a moment to breathe. Close your eyes and visualize the flow of a river. Imagine your thoughts and feelings as leaves floating downstream. Some may be joyful, while others might be sad or anxious. Watch them pass by without holding on to them. This simple exercise can help you release those feelings, allowing you to return to a state of peace. Another way to embrace impermanence is to practice gratitude. Each evening, Take a moment to reflect on 3 things you are grateful for. They can be simple, like a warm cup of tea or a smile from a stranger. By focusing on what you appreciate, you shift your mindset from fear of loss to gratitude for what you have right now. Understanding impermanence also teaches us compassion for others. When someone we care about is going through a tough time, we can remind ourselves that their pain is also temporary. This helps us to be more patient and understanding, both with ourselves and with them. As we navigate through life, it's important to remember that while change can be unsettling, it is also a source of growth. Just as a caterpillar transforms into a butterfly, we too can evolve through our experiences. Each challenge we face is an opportunity to learn and adapt. When we fully accept the concept of impermanence, we begin to see life differently. We realize that change is not something to fear, but rather a part of the journey. With this perspective, we can approach life with an open heart, ready to embrace whatever comes our way. In moments of difficulty, remind yourself, this too shall pass. Let this mantra guide you through tough times. It is a reminder that nothing is permanent, and with every ending comes a new beginning. Embracing this cycle is the key to finding lasting peace and joy in life. As we move forward, let's carry this understanding with us. The next time you feel hurt or overwhelmed, take a deep breath and remember the river. Allow your feelings to flow, knowing that they are just passing moments. Embrace the beauty of impermanence and watch how it transforms your outlook on life. In embracing impermanence, we discover a profound truth. Freedom lies in letting go. Letting go of our attachments frees us from suffering, allowing us to experience life more fully. So, as you go through your day, remember to appreciate each moment. They are fleeting, but they are also filled with beauty and potential. Embracing impermanence. In life, everything is always changing. Have you ever noticed how the seasons shift from winter to spring? One moment, the trees are bare, and the next, they are filled with blooming flowers. This constant change is a fundamental truth of our existence, and it's called impermanence. In Buddhism, understanding and accepting impermanence can help us find peace and joy, even in difficult times. When we cling to things as if they will last forever, our possessions, relationships, or even our emotions, we set ourselves up for disappointment. Think about a time when you held on tightly to something. Maybe it was a job, a friendship, or a dream. When it changed or ended, it hurt. But what if you had embraced that change? What if you had seen it as a natural part of life? Accepting impermanence allows us to let go and move forward without the heavy burden of attachment. Imagine a beautiful sunset. The colors dance across the sky, vibrant and breathtaking. But soon, the sun will dip below the horizon and the colors will fade. This beauty is fleeting, yet it brings us joy in that moment. By recognizing that nothing lasts forever, we can appreciate life more fully. Every moment becomes precious. Let's explore how to embrace impermanence in our daily lives. First, we can practice mindfulness. This means being fully present in each moment, whether it's enjoying a meal, taking a walk, or having a conversation. When we focus on the here and now, we start to see the beauty in what is right in front of us. This awareness helps us appreciate life as it unfolds, without getting caught up in worries about the future or regrets about the past. Another powerful practice is gratitude. By regularly acknowledging the things we are thankful for, we cultivate a sense of abundance. Instead of lamenting what we've lost, we can celebrate what we have in this moment. Each day, try writing down 3 things you are grateful for. This simple act shifts our focus and helps us see the positives in our lives. It's also essential to let go of the need for control. Many of us spend so much time trying to manage everything around us. We want to predict outcomes, hold on to relationships, and avoid change at all costs. But the truth is, we can't control everything. Instead of resisting change, we can learn to adapt. This flexibility makes us stronger and more resilient. It opens us up to new opportunities and experiences that we might have missed if we were too focused on maintaining the status quo. Now, let's talk about how impermanence can affect our relationships. When we accept that people change, we become more forgiving. No one is perfect, and everyone is on their own journey. Understanding this allows us to let go of grudges and embrace the present moment with our loved ones. Instead of worrying about what might happen in the future, we can cherish the time we have together right now. Let's also remember that feelings are impermanent. When sadness or anger arises, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. However, these emotions, like everything else, will pass. By recognizing their temporary nature, we can create space for acceptance. Instead of resisting negative feelings, we can observe them without judgment. This practice allows us to experience our emotions fully without letting them control us. As we embrace impermanence, we also become more open to growth. Life's changes often bring new lessons and experiences. Each transition, whether it's a new job, moving to a new place, or ending a relationship, presents an opportunity for growth. By adopting a mindset of curiosity, we can see challenges as chances to learn and evolve. Finally, let's reflect on how to cultivate a sense of peace through impermanence. By acknowledging that everything is in flux, we create space for acceptance. This acceptance allows us to flow with life's currents instead of fighting against them. When we embrace change, we can experience a deeper sense of joy and contentment. In summary, embracing impermanence is a powerful tool for finding peace in a chaotic world. It teaches us to appreciate the present moment, cultivate gratitude, and let go of our need for control. By practicing mindfulness and acceptance, we can navigate life's ups and downs with grace. Remember, just like the seasons, life is always changing. When we learn to embrace that change, we unlock a world of possibilities and a deeper sense of fulfillment. Overcoming negative emotions with mindfulness. In the hustle and bustle of everyday life, it's easy to get overwhelmed by negative emotions. Stress, anger, and sadness can creep in when least expected, affecting how we feel and act. But what if there was a way to break free from this cycle? Through the practice of mindfulness, we can learn to manage our emotions better and find peace within ourselves. Mindfulness is all about being present in the moment. It teaches us to notice our thoughts and feelings without judgment. Imagine sitting quietly and observing your breath. Each inhale fills your body with calm, while each exhale releases tension. This simple practice can help ground you, especially when negative emotions start to surface. When negative feelings arise, instead of pushing them away, mindfulness encourages us to acknowledge them. For example, if you feel angry after a difficult conversation, pause and take a deep breath. Ask yourself, what is making me feel this way? By bringing awareness to your emotions, you start to understand their root cause. This understanding is the first step toward healing. Mindfulness also helps create space between you and your emotions. Instead of reacting immediately, you learn to respond with intention. Let's say someone cuts you off in traffic. Your initial reaction might be frustration. But with mindfulness, you can take a breath and choose how to respond. Maybe you let it go, realizing that their actions don't define your day. Practicing mindfulness doesn't have to be complicated. You can start with just a few minutes each day. Find a quiet spot, close your eyes, and focus on your breath. As thoughts come in, notice them and gently return to your breath. This practice cultivates a sense of calm and clarity that can help you manage emotions more effectively. Another helpful technique is the body scan. This involves mentally checking in with different parts of your body, noticing any tension or discomfort. Start at your toes and work your way up to the crown of your head. This practice can help you become more aware of how stress manifests physically, allowing you to release it more easily. Mindfulness can also be applied to daily activities. Whether you're eating, walking, or washing dishes, bring your full attention to the task at hand. Notice the sensations, smells, and sounds. This practice not only enhances your experience, but also helps keep negative emotions at bay. When faced with challenges, remember that it's okay to feel overwhelmed sometimes. Acknowledge your feelings without judgment. Instead of saying, "I shouldn't feel this way," try saying, "It's okay to feel this way." This shift in mindset can ease the pressure and allow you to process your emotions more freely. It's important to remember that mindfulness is a skill that takes time to develop. Be patient with yourself as you practice. Just like any new habit, consistency is key. Over time, you'll find that you're better equipped to handle negative emotions and can maintain a more positive outlook on life. In moments of stress, return to your breath. Breathing deeply can instantly shift your mindset. When you focus on your breath, You activate the body's relaxation response, which helps to calm your mind and body. Try counting your breaths. Inhale for 4 counts, hold for 4 counts, and exhale for 6 counts. This simple technique can quickly ground you in the present moment. As you continue to practice mindfulness, you may notice a change in how you react to situations. You might find yourself feeling less reactive and more composed. This is a powerful transformation. Instead of being at the mercy of your emotions, you begin to take control. You can choose to respond with kindness and understanding, both toward yourself and others. In conclusion, mindfulness is a valuable tool in overcoming negative emotions. By being present and aware, you can navigate the ups and downs of life with greater ease. Remember, the goal isn't to eliminate negative feelings, but to understand and manage them. With practice, you'll cultivate a deeper sense of peace and resilience. Embrace mindfulness and watch as it transforms your relationship with your emotions and your life. Developing compassion and loving kindness. Compassion and loving kindness are at the heart of Buddhist teachings. They are like the sunlight that warms the soul, helping us see the beauty in ourselves and others. When we cultivate these feelings, we create a shield against the pain others may bring. But how do we develop this compassion in our everyday lives? First, let's understand what compassion really means. It's more than just feeling sorry for someone. Compassion involves recognizing another person's suffering and wanting to alleviate it. It's about connecting with their pain, understanding their struggles, and offering support. Imagine a friend going through a tough time. Instead of just saying, "I'm sorry," compassion asks, "How can I help?" This small shift makes a big difference. Now, think about loving kindness. This is a gentle, warm feeling we have towards ourselves and others. It encourages us to wish well for everyone, including those we find difficult. It's not easy, especially when someone has hurt us, but loving kindness helps us let go of anger and resentment. It allows us to see people as human beings, flawed and beautiful, just like ourselves. One powerful practice to develop compassion and loving kindness is meditation. Imagine sitting quietly, focusing on your breath. As you breathe in, think of someone you care about deeply. Picture them happy and free from suffering. As you exhale, send them your love and support. This simple act not only brings joy to them, but also fills your heart with warmth. Another practice is the metta meditation, which means loving kindness in Pali. Start by wishing yourself well. Say, "May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be safe." Then, expand those wishes to loved ones, friends, acquaintances, and even those you struggle with. It's a beautiful way to build connections and soften your heart. Compassion is also about being gentle with yourself. Often, we are our own harshest critics. When you make a mistake, instead of beating yourself up, ask, "What can I learn from this?" Treat yourself with the same kindness you would show a friend. This self-compassion empowers you and allows you to extend that compassion to others. It's important to remember that compassion doesn't mean being a doormat. It's about setting healthy boundaries while still wishing well for others. You can choose to distance yourself from someone who hurts you but still hold a space of kindness in your heart for them. This balance is key to emotional resilience. In daily life, small acts of kindness can cultivate compassion. Hold the door for someone, share a smile, or lend a listening ear. These simple gestures can brighten someone's day and strengthen your own sense of connection to humanity. Each act of kindness builds your capacity for compassion. When facing difficult people or challenging situations, try to see things from their perspective. Ask yourself, what might they be going through? Understanding their pain can help you respond with compassion instead of anger. This shift not only protects your peace, but also fosters a deeper connection with others. Compassion also plays a vital role in forgiveness. Holding on to grudges only weighs us down. Instead, practicing forgiveness frees us from that burden. It allows us to move forward with a lighter heart. Remember, forgiveness doesn't mean excusing someone's actions. It's about freeing yourself from the pain. Developing compassion and loving kindness takes time and patience. Be gentle with yourself as you cultivate these qualities. Celebrate small victories and don't be discouraged by setbacks. Each step you take toward compassion strengthens your emotional resilience. Finally, consider how compassion can transform your community. When we practice loving kindness, we inspire others to do the same. Imagine a ripple effect where one act of kindness leads to another. Together, we can create a more compassionate world, one heart at a time. As we embrace compassion and loving kindness, we discover that no one can truly hurt us. Instead of being reactive to negativity, we respond with understanding and warmth. This shift not only protects our emotional well-being, but also brings joy and peace into our lives. So, take a moment today to reflect on how you can cultivate compassion. Whether through meditation, acts of kindness, or self-love, every effort counts. Embrace this beautiful journey and watch how it transforms your heart and the hearts of those around you. Finding inner peace through meditation. In the quest for inner peace, meditation stands as a powerful ally. It's a simple practice, yet it holds profound benefits that can transform the way we experience life. But what exactly is meditation? At its core, meditation is about focusing the mind and calming the spirit. It's a way to step back from the chaos of the world and find a stillness within. Imagine sitting in a quiet room, closing your eyes, and taking a deep breath. As you inhale, you fill your lungs with fresh air, and as you exhale, you release all the tension built up inside. This is the beginning of your journey into meditation. It's about creating a space where you can observe your thoughts without judgment, allowing them to come and go like clouds in the sky. One of the most effective forms of meditation is mindfulness meditation. This practice encourages you to focus on the present moment. You might concentrate on your breath, feeling each inhale and exhale. If your mind wanders, that's okay. Gently bring your attention back to your breath. This simple act of returning to the present helps train your mind to be more resilient to distractions and negativity. Meditation can also help you develop a sense of compassion, not just for others, but for yourself as well. In our busy lives, we often forget to be kind to ourselves. Through meditation, you can learn to treat yourself with the same love and understanding you offer to a friend. Picture yourself sitting quietly and sending positive thoughts to yourself. I am enough. I am worthy of love and peace. Over time, these affirmations can shift your inner dialogue, allowing you to embrace a more compassionate perspective. When you meditate regularly, you may notice that your reactions to stress and negativity begin to change. Situations that once would have upset you might not have the same power over your emotions. Instead of reacting immediately, you start to pause, breathe, and choose a response that aligns with your values and peace. This ability to create space between stimulus and response is a gift that meditation provides. Another beautiful aspect of meditation is its ability to enhance self-awareness. As you sit in silence, you begin to observe your thoughts and emotions. You might notice patterns that you were previously unaware of. For example, do you often feel anxious in social situations? Through meditation, you can identify these triggers and work through them with understanding rather than fear. This self-awareness empowers you to navigate life with greater clarity and confidence. You can also incorporate loving kindness meditation into your practice. This involves sending good wishes to yourself and others. Start by focusing on yourself, repeating phrases like, "May I be happy," "May I be healthy," "May I be safe." Gradually, extend these wishes to loved ones, acquaintances, and even those you find challenging. This practice fosters a sense of connection and love that can diminish feelings of isolation and resentment. As you continue your meditation journey, you might explore different techniques. Guided meditations, for instance, can provide structure and inspiration, especially for beginners. There are countless resources available online, from apps to YouTube channels, where you can find guided sessions tailored to your needs. Whether you prefer short, 5-minute meditations or longer, deep dives, there's something for everyone. Setting aside just a few minutes each day for meditation can lead to significant changes in your emotional landscape. Even when you feel busy, try to carve out this time for yourself. It doesn't have to be complicated. You can meditate while sitting, lying down, or even walking. The key is to find what feels right for you and to commit to the practice. Creating a calming environment can also enhance your meditation experience. Consider lighting a candle, playing soft music, or using essential oils to set the mood. These elements can help signal to your mind and body that it's time to relax and focus inward. As you cultivate this practice, Remember that it's normal to have days when meditation feels difficult. Some days your mind may race, and you might feel restless. That's okay. The important thing is to show up for yourself, even on those tough days. Each moment you spend in meditation is a step toward deeper peace and understanding. Ultimately, meditation is about finding what works best for you. There's no right or wrong way to meditate. It's a personal journey. The more you practice, the more you'll discover your unique path to inner peace. Embrace the process and allow yourself to explore without judgment. As you embark on this meditation journey, keep in mind that the goal isn't to eliminate thoughts or emotions. Instead, it's about observing them without getting caught up in them. Over time, you'll find that you can experience emotions without letting them control you. You'll become more resilient, more present, and more at peace with yourself and the world around you. In a world that often feels chaotic and overwhelming, meditation offers a sanctuary. It's a tool that can help you navigate life's challenges with grace and clarity. By dedicating time to this practice, you're not just seeking peace. You're cultivating a deeper understanding of yourself and your place in the world. Embrace meditation as a vital part of your daily routine, and watch as your life transforms in beautiful ways. The role of karma in emotional resilience. Karma is a word often heard, but what does it truly mean? In simple terms, karma refers to the actions we take and their consequences. It's the idea that every thought, word, and deed creates a ripple effect in our lives. Understanding karma can help us develop emotional resilience, allowing us to face life's challenges with strength and grace. Think about your daily interactions. When you act kindly, the world tends to respond with kindness. When you hold on to anger or resentment, it can create a heavy burden. This cycle of actions and reactions is what karma teaches us. By being aware of how our actions affect ourselves and others, we can make more mindful choices. Imagine a person who always reacts negatively to criticism. Each time someone offers feedback, they feel hurt and defensive. This reaction creates a cycle of negativity. Instead of learning from the feedback, they push people away and reinforce their feelings of isolation. However, if they understood the role of karma, they could choose a different path. They could view criticism as an opportunity for growth and respond with openness instead. Recognizing how karma works can help break this cycle. When we acknowledge that our actions matter, we start to take responsibility for our feelings. This shift in perspective empowers us. It allows us to let go of blame and focus on how we can respond positively. By doing this, we cultivate resilience against external influences. Let's say someone has hurt you with their words. Instead of letting that hurt define your day, consider how you can respond mindfully. You might choose to forgive them, understanding that their words reflect their own struggles. This choice not only lightens your emotional load, but also creates positive karma for both you and the other person. Karma teaches us that every action has a consequence. This awareness encourages us to act with intention. When we approach life with kindness, compassion, and understanding, we create a more positive environment for ourselves and those around us. Each positive action builds emotional resilience, making it easier to handle the challenges life presents. Moreover, karma emphasizes the importance of self-reflection. When we take time to reflect on our actions, we gain insights into our behavior patterns. Are we reacting out of anger? Or are we responding with love? This awareness helps us grow. It allows us to change our responses to situations, leading to healthier relationships and a more fulfilling life. In Buddhism, karma isn't just about punishment or reward. It's about learning and growth. When we view life through this lens, we become less attached to outcomes. Instead of worrying about how others perceive us, we focus on our intentions. This shift is liberating. It frees us from the need for validation from others. Consider the story of a young monk who faced constant criticism from his peers. Instead of retaliating, he decided to reflect on his actions. He realized that he often reacted defensively, creating a negative atmosphere. Through meditation and self-reflection, he began to respond with kindness, regardless of the comments made about him. Over time, his peers noticed this change. Instead of criticism, they began to show him respect. His positive actions created a ripple effect, transforming his relationships. This is the power of karma. By understanding it, we become architects of our emotional well-being. We learn that our actions shape our experiences. Every moment offers us a chance to choose how we respond. Will we choose anger or compassion? Will we react with defensiveness or understanding? Each choice contributes to our emotional resilience. It's also important to remember that karma operates over time. Sometimes, it may feel like our good actions go unnoticed or unreturned. But just as a seed takes time to grow, so do our actions. Patience is key. Trust that the positive energy you put into the world will eventually come back to you. Moreover, practicing forgiveness is crucial in the context of karma. Holding on to grudges weighs us down. It keeps us stuck in negative patterns. By choosing to forgive, we release ourselves from this burden. We create space for positive karma to flourish. It's not always easy, but it's essential for our emotional well-being. When we understand that we can influence our karma through our actions, we empower ourselves. We realize that we are not victims of our circumstances, but active participants in our lives. This perspective fosters resilience. It allows us to face challenges with a sense of agency. Ultimately, karma teaches us that our emotional landscape is shaped by our choices. By embracing this wisdom, we can develop a resilient mindset. We learn to navigate life's ups and downs with grace and compassion. Instead of feeling hurt by others, we focus on how we can respond in a way that aligns with our values. As we continue our journey, remember that every action is a step towards building emotional resilience. Embrace the teachings of karma and let them guide you in creating a life filled with positivity and strength. By understanding the connection between our actions and their consequences, we pave the way for a brighter future. This awareness helps us let go of pain and embrace a life of peace and joy, transforming pain into wisdom. In life, everyone experiences pain. It's a part of the human experience. But what if we could turn that pain into something meaningful? What if every hurt we feel can teach us valuable lessons? This idea is at the heart of Buddhist wisdom. By understanding how to transform pain into wisdom, we can create a more fulfilling life. Imagine you're walking in a beautiful park. You see flowers blooming and hear birds singing. Suddenly, you stumble and fall. It hurts, doesn't it? But instead of just feeling the pain, what if you paused and asked yourself, what can I learn from this? Maybe it teaches you to watch where you're going or to be more aware of your surroundings. This simple shift in perspective can change everything. Buddhism teaches that pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. Suffering happens when we cling to our pain and let it define us. Instead, if we acknowledge the pain and look for the lesson within it, we can find wisdom. Each painful experience can become a stepping stone on our path to growth. Let's explore this idea further. When someone disappoints you, it can feel like a stab in the heart. But instead of letting that disappointment consume you, take a step back. Ask yourself, what does this teach me about trust or expectations? This reflection can help you grow stronger and wiser. Think of it like refining gold. When gold is found, it's mixed with impurities. It must be heated and purified to become valuable. Similarly, our pain is like the impurities. It may feel heavy, but through reflection and understanding, we can refine our emotional selves and emerge stronger. Consider the story of a well-known Buddhist monk. He faced great loss when he lost a loved one. Instead of sinking into despair, he turned his pain into a tool for compassion. He started helping others who were grieving. This transformed his sorrow into wisdom, allowing him to connect with people on a deeper level. His pain became a bridge, helping others find hope in their darkest times. Pain can also reveal our true selves. In moments of discomfort, we often uncover strengths we didn't know we had. It pushes us to dig deeper and discover resilience. When you face challenges, ask yourself, what strengths am I uncovering? You might surprise yourself with the courage you find. It's also important to practice self-compassion. When we experience pain, we often criticize ourselves. Instead, treat yourself like a friend. If a friend came to you with a hurt heart, you wouldn't scold them. You'd listen and offer support. Do the same for yourself. Acknowledge your pain, but don't let it dictate your worth. Journaling is a powerful way to transform pain into wisdom. Writing down your feelings helps to clarify your thoughts. It allows you to see patterns and recognize what you've learned. You might write about a hurtful experience and then reflect on the lessons it taught you. Over time, this practice can turn pain into insight. In moments of anger, take a breath and pause. Instead of reacting immediately, ask yourself, what is this anger teaching me? Anger can often hide deeper feelings like fear or hurt. By exploring these emotions, you can uncover their root causes and address them directly. Meditation can also aid in this transformation. When you meditate, you create space for your thoughts and feelings. This allows you to observe your pain without judgment. With time, you can learn to sit with discomfort and understand it better. This practice cultivates patience and resilience, helping you turn pain into wisdom. Surround yourself with supportive people. Share your experiences with friends or family who uplift you. They can provide different perspectives that help you see the lessons in your pain. Often, talking things out can illuminate insights you might not have noticed on your own. Consider the teachings of the Buddha. He experienced immense suffering, yet he turned it into wisdom that has guided countless others. His life shows us that we can choose how to respond to pain. We can let it crush us, or we can rise, learn, and share our newfound wisdom. As you reflect on your experiences, remember to celebrate your growth. Acknowledge the lessons you've learned. Each painful moment you face is an opportunity to expand your understanding of life and yourself. Gratitude for these lessons can transform your perspective, allowing you to view challenges as valuable experiences. Take time to visualize your pain as a teacher. What does it look like? What message is it bringing? This exercise can help you personify your pain, making it easier to understand. Instead of fearing it, you begin to see it as a guide leading you toward greater self-awareness. In conclusion, transforming pain into wisdom is a journey, not a destination. It requires patience, self-compassion, and the willingness to learn. By embracing your experiences and seeking the lessons within them, you can find strength in adversity. Each challenge becomes a chance to grow, turning your pain into a powerful tool for personal transformation. Remember, the path may be difficult, but it is also filled with opportunities for wisdom and growth. The path to emotional liberation. Emotional liberation is about freeing oneself from the chains of negative thoughts and feelings. In Buddhism, this journey starts with understanding ourselves deeply. It's about looking inward and recognizing the patterns that hold us back. Many people don't realize how much their thoughts can shape their reality. When we learn to break free from these limiting beliefs, we open the door to true freedom. To start this journey, it's crucial to practice mindfulness. Mindfulness helps us observe our thoughts without judgment. Imagine you are watching clouds drift across the sky. Some clouds are dark and heavy, while others are light and fluffy. Our thoughts are like those clouds. They come and go, but they don't have to define us. By acknowledging our thoughts without getting attached to them, we create space for peace and clarity. Next, let's explore the concept of acceptance. Acceptance doesn't mean giving up or resigning ourselves to pain. Instead, it's about embracing our current reality. Life is full of ups and downs, and accepting this can be incredibly freeing. When we accept our feelings, whether they are sad, angry, or anxious, we no longer fight against them. We learn to sit with our emotions, which allows them to pass more easily. Another important aspect of emotional liberation is letting go of expectations. Many of our disappointments come from the expectations we place on ourselves and others. When we expect things to be a certain way, we set ourselves up for pain. By releasing these expectations, we create room for spontaneity and joy. Life becomes an adventure, filled with surprises instead of disappointments. Practicing gratitude is a powerful tool for emotional liberation. When we focus on what we are grateful for, we shift our attention from what's wrong to what's right in our lives. This simple practice can change our perspective. Start each day by listing 3 things you're thankful for. Over time, this will cultivate a habit of positivity that makes it easier to face challenges. Additionally, we can find liberation through compassion, both for ourselves and for others. Often, we are our own harshest critics. By practicing self-compassion, we learn to treat ourselves with kindness and understanding. This can be as simple as giving ourselves a break when we make mistakes or acknowledging our feelings without shame. Compassion for others works similarly. When we understand that everyone struggles, we can let go of anger and judgment. Meditation is another key practice for emotional liberation. Regular meditation helps calm the mind and fosters a deeper understanding of our thoughts and feelings. Start with just a few minutes each day. Focus on your breath, and when your mind wanders, gently bring it back. With practice, you'll notice your ability to remain calm in stressful situations grows. Another effective technique is the practice of metta, or loving-kindness meditation. This involves sending love and positive wishes to yourself and to others. Begin by focusing on yourself, repeating phrases like, "May I be happy," "May I be healthy," "May I be at peace." Gradually extend this wish to loved ones, acquaintances, and even those with whom you have conflicts. This practice opens your heart and fosters a sense of connection with others. As you move further down this path, remember the importance of community. Surrounding yourself with supportive people can greatly impact your emotional well-being. Seek out friends and mentors who uplift and inspire you. Share your journey with them and be open about your struggles. This creates a space for healing and growth. In addition to community, find joy in simple pleasures. Sometimes, we get so caught up in our challenges that we forget to enjoy life. Take time each day to do something you love, whether it's walking in nature, painting, or reading. These small moments of joy contribute to our overall emotional health. Emotional liberation also involves setting healthy boundaries. It's important to protect your energy and well-being. Learn to say no when you need to. Setting boundaries allows you to prioritize your own needs without feeling guilty. It empowers you to take charge of your life and emotions. Finally, remember that the path to emotional liberation is not a straight line. There will be setbacks and difficult days. Be gentle with yourself during these times. It's okay to feel overwhelmed. What matters is how you respond. Use these moments as opportunities for growth and learning. In summary, the path to emotional liberation is a journey of self-discovery, acceptance, and compassion. By practicing mindfulness, letting go of expectations, cultivating gratitude, and engaging in loving-kindness meditation, you can free yourself from the burdens of negative emotions. Surround yourself with supportive people, find joy in simple pleasures, and set healthy boundaries. Remember, it's about progress, not perfection. Each step you take brings you closer to a life filled with peace and resilience. Embrace this journey and watch how your world transforms, living with unshakable confidence. Confidence is like a sturdy tree, standing tall and strong against the wind. But what happens when the storms of doubt and fear come? In this part, we will explore how to cultivate unshakable confidence through Buddhist teachings, allowing you to stand firm in the face of life's challenges. To start, it's important to understand that confidence doesn't come from external validation. Many people seek approval from others, believing it will boost their self-esteem. However, true confidence is rooted within. It begins with self-acceptance and recognizing your own worth. Imagine waking up each day knowing you are enough, just as you are. This inner strength is powerful. Buddhism teaches us about the nature of self. The concept of anatta, or non-self, reminds us that our identity is not fixed. We are constantly changing and evolving. Embracing this idea allows us to let go of the fear of failure or judgment. If we view ourselves as a work in progress, we can approach life's challenges with curiosity rather than fear. Each setback becomes a lesson, not a reflection of our worth. Mindfulness plays a crucial role in building confidence. By being present in the moment, we can observe our thoughts and feelings without getting swept away by them. Picture yourself sitting quietly, focusing on your breath. As thoughts of doubt arise, instead of reacting, you simply notice them. This practice helps to create space between you and your worries. Over time, you'll learn that those negative thoughts don't define you. Another powerful tool is the practice of self-compassion. In moments of self-doubt, treat yourself with kindness. Imagine how you would comfort a friend who is struggling. You would likely encourage them, reminding them of their strengths. Now, turn that kindness inward. Speak to yourself with love and understanding. This shift in perspective nurtures a sense of safety within, allowing confidence to flourish. Setting small, achievable goals is another effective way to build confidence. Start with simple tasks that you can complete easily. Each time you achieve a goal, no matter how small, you reinforce a positive belief in yourself. This practice can be as simple as committing to a daily walk or trying a new recipe. Celebrate your achievements and let them remind you of your capabilities. It's also essential to surround yourself with positivity. The people you spend time with can greatly influence your mindset. Seek out those who uplift and inspire you. When you engage with supportive individuals, their positive energy can help boost your confidence. On the flip side, limit interactions with those who bring negativity or doubt into your life. In addition, practice gratitude regularly. Focusing on what you appreciate in your life shifts your perspective. When you acknowledge your strengths and the blessings around you, it cultivates a positive outlook. Start a gratitude journal and write down a few things you're thankful for each day. This simple act can transform your mindset over time. Another important aspect of confidence is embracing vulnerability. Many people see vulnerability as a weakness, but in truth, it is a strength. When you allow yourself to be vulnerable, you open the door to authentic connections with others. Share your thoughts and feelings without fear. This honesty not only deepens relationships, but also reinforces your sense of self-worth. Buddhism also teaches the concept of bodhisattva, the aspiration to attain enlightenment for the benefit of all beings. This mindset shifts the focus from self-centered concerns to a broader perspective. When you view yourself as part of a larger community, it can ease the pressure to be perfect. You're allowed to be human, to make mistakes, and to grow. This realization fosters confidence rooted in compassion. Meditation is another powerful practice for building confidence. Through meditation, you can connect with your true self, free from the noise of the world. As you sit in stillness, allow yourself to feel the strength within you. Visualize a glowing light in your heart, symbolizing your inner power. With each breath, imagine that light growing brighter, filling you with confidence and peace. Remember that confidence is not about being fearless. Everyone experiences fear and doubt. It's a part of being human. What matters is how you respond to those feelings. Instead of letting fear hold you back, use it as a signal to push forward. Challenge yourself to step out of your comfort zone, even if it's just a little at a time. Each step you take builds resilience and confidence. As you navigate your journey, be patient with yourself. Building unshakable confidence is a process, not an overnight achievement. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small. With time and practice, you'll notice a shift in how you perceive yourself and your capabilities. In conclusion, living with unshakable confidence is about embracing your true self, practicing mindfulness, and nurturing a compassionate heart. By cultivating these qualities, you can stand strong against life's challenges, unbothered by external opinions or judgments. Remember, you have the power within you to face anything that comes your way. Trust in yourself and let your inner light shine brightly. Conclusion: the invincible you. As we reach the end of this journey, it's time to reflect on the incredible insights we've gathered. Throughout this exploration of Buddhist wisdom, we've learned how to shield ourselves from the hurt that life can bring. But what does it truly mean to be invincible? It means having a mindset that no external force can shake, allowing us to face life's challenges with strength and clarity. Understanding that suffering is a part of life is the first step to resilience. We often try to avoid pain, but accepting it as a natural experience helps us to deal with it more effectively. Remember, every challenge is an opportunity for growth. When we change our perspective, we can transform pain into a lesson, a stepping stone toward a stronger self. Next, we talked about the power of detachment. This doesn't mean we should stop caring about others or the world around us. Instead, it teaches us to let go of our attachments to outcomes and opinions. When we learn to appreciate things without clinging to them, we find freedom. This freedom is what keeps us from being hurt by the actions of others. Embracing impermanence is another crucial aspect of our journey. Everything in life changes, and holding on to the idea that things should remain the same leads to disappointment. By accepting change, we learn to flow with life rather than resist it. Imagine how much lighter your heart feels when you understand that nothing is permanent. This acceptance brings peace, allowing us to enjoy the present moment fully. Mindfulness plays a vital role in overcoming negative emotions. When we practice mindfulness, we become aware of our thoughts and feelings without judgment. This awareness allows us to respond to situations with clarity instead of reacting out of anger or fear. With mindfulness, we can observe our emotions like clouds passing through the sky, temporary and ever-changing. By recognizing their impermanence, we can prevent them from taking control of our lives. Compassion and loving kindness are essential elements in building emotional resilience. When we extend kindness to ourselves and others, we create a warm environment that nurtures our spirit. Practicing compassion allows us to see beyond our pain, connecting us with the experiences of others. This connection can lessen feelings of isolation and encourage a sense of community. Meditation is a powerful tool for cultivating inner peace. Regular meditation helps quiet the mind and fosters a deeper understanding of our thoughts and emotions. As we sit in stillness, we allow ourselves to observe our inner landscape without judgment. This practice strengthens our ability to remain calm, even in turbulent times. Imagine facing a stressful situation with a serene mind. This is the power of meditation. We also explored the role of karma in emotional resilience. Our actions, both positive and negative, create ripples in our lives. When we act with kindness and integrity, we build a foundation of goodwill that protects us from negativity. Recognizing that we have the power to influence our lives through our actions can be incredibly empowering. This understanding encourages us to act with intention and compassion. Transforming pain into wisdom is a key lesson we've learned. Every challenge we face can teach us something valuable if we choose to see it that way. When we embrace our struggles as opportunities for growth, we gain strength and insight. This perspective helps us to face future challenges with confidence, knowing we have the tools to overcome them. The path to emotional liberation is paved with self-awareness and acceptance. By understanding ourselves deeply, we can break free from the patterns that hold us back. This journey is not always easy, but it is worth it. As we cultivate self-acceptance, we learn to love ourselves fully, flaws and all. This love becomes a shield against external negativity. Living with unshakable confidence comes from within. It's about trusting ourselves and our abilities, regardless of the opinions of others. When we cultivate this inner confidence, we become less affected by outside criticism. Instead of letting others define us, we choose to define ourselves. This shift in mindset is empowering and liberating. As we conclude, remember that the invincible you is not about never feeling hurt. It's about developing a mindset that allows you to rise above it. It's about recognizing that you have the tools to navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience. You have learned that you can cultivate peace, compassion, and wisdom through the teachings of Buddhism. So as you step back into your life, carry these lessons with you. Embrace each day with the knowledge that you are resilient, capable, and worthy of peace. No matter what comes your way, you have the strength to face it head-on. This is the true essence of being invincible.